Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this Q&A video by yours truly, the merry madman, the jaw-jacking jester, the clown prince of pro wrestling, Jack Doe. And yes, I know, I put this Q&A proposal out to you guys a little while ago, but for those of you who haven't been in the know, my schedule the past couple of months has been a little bit filled, as you may see from the rest of the YouTube channel. I've had a lot of stuff going on, so I apologize for that. Sort of, but I do this whenever I feel like, so. But we are here. I have questions from you all to answer for moi, so let's get the pleasantries out of the way, and let's get to your questions. Okay, question number 1. What made you decide to do YouTube? Isn't obvious? YouTube is one of the biggest platforms on the world, on the internet. Why would I not want to put my matches out to one of the easiest places for people to see? That's such a dumb question. But I expect nonetheless from people like you. Anyways, on to the next question here. Let's see. Oh, this is actually a very good one. This one simply reads, why don't you answer my DMs? You know, funny enough, I get that question a lot from a lot of different people, and I feel like this is the perfect platform to discuss this situation. You see, I believe there is a nice fine line between me and the fans, and my people, my followers, my enjoyers, my dementors, my haters. All those people, they sit on a fine line. So, this is how we'll do things. DMs, private messages, anything like that, I'm never answering them. Sorry to burst your bubble, kiddos, but if you leave a comment on a public post, then I'll answer it. If I'm doing a Q&A like this, I will answer you. But DMs, private messages, anything like that, love letters, no. Same thing with fan mail. I don't answer fan mail. I don't have time for that. What do you like to do in your spare time? The fact that you think I have spare time is laughable. It's on to the next thing, one after the other. I am just but a floating leaf in the breeze, waiting to see where I land next. Let's see. Have you ever been seriously injured while wrestling? Yes, actually. I've broken my arm. And actually, funny I bring that up. I saw this question earlier, and I found this puppy. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is the cast that I wore when I broke my arm. And you see, I've held on to it all these years as a reminder, and you may be thinking, ew, doesn't it smell? No, actually, it's actually quite nice. Yes, I've had it for many, many years, and I keep it as a reminder because when I did break my arm, and I was sitting there in the locker room waiting to be taken away in an ambulance, there was a young man that started laughing at me. I did not like that very much, so when I saw him again the next time and I was wearing my cast, I did what any sane man would do. I took this cast and I bashed it in the back of his head. And I felt better. So now I keep it as a reminder to always stand up for yourself. Let's see. Where do you see yourself in 5 to 10 years down the road? Why the heck would it take me 5 to 10 years to get down a road? I could just drive or run. Who is your dream opponent? See, that one's kind of tough to answer. You see, that sort of question it's tough to answer at this point because, unfortunately, one of my dream opponents sadly passed away. I'll leave that up to what you guys may think. The other opponent, they're still with us. However, why would I put that out in the open? Why would I let them know I'm coming for them? But they are active in wrestling, I will give that. Are there any specific belts you're wanting? Well, I wear tights, so I don't know why I need a belt. Championship titles, I want all of them. Men, women's, tags, I want them all. Who's your favorite wrestler from back in the day? Let's see. We'll go with the two that got me into wrestling. Rey Mysterio and The Undertaker. There you go. How long have you been wrestling / how long have you been into wrestling? See, I wish I had an answer for that question, but I just can't seem to remember. It's just one day I was here and I've been enjoying it ever since. Let's see. We'll do one more. Ooh. Oh, that's a good one. This is a very good one. Let's see. If you had to choose between signing with any of the 3 biggest major companies, the WWE, AEW, or TNA, which one would you choose and why? That is a very good question. You know, typically I don't try to look towards the future. I try to live in the moment and live in the present and take things day by day. But since you insist on asking this question so nicely, I will give you my answer. If I was to choose between any of these 3 companies, the company I would sign with is